Libra, how you doing? They're falling for it. I think that this is a trick. What is it? A trick or a hat trick or something to do with 3? I don't know if this is a keeper or a goalkeeper, but scoring. Someone's scoring, keeping score, keeping tabs is what I'm hearing. I don't know if there's anybody that's drinking or doing anything like that and it's asking for a tab, or a tabby cat, something also to do with around Leo, but asking for a tab. But whichever way it is, they're falling for it. So you could be dealing with also a Pisces. Okay, but I'm hearing this like I'm asking for a tab. It's a bit like a tabby cat. So some of you might be, we wouldn't be asking for a tabby cat, or you are, or you're friends with a Leo. But it's like I'm going to ask the tabby cat something, right? Or Tammy, the name Tammy or Tasmanian, or some sort of devil. So it might be someone from, it could really be a Capricorn for a lot of you. Okay, and I'm going to ask the tabby cat to ask the Capricorn to ask, because it's kind of like this energy. Okay, I'm going to ask them to ask them, or ask M, or ask Emily. But I'm going to ask them to ask them, and then once they've said this to them, then I'm going to ask them, and then them. And it, are you confused? But it's kind of like, I'm going to ask all of these people, and I'm going to get their opinion. Like, I need their opinion first. We're looking for a second opinion. Some of you could be looking for some kind of second opinion from a friend or a doctor or anything like that. And it's, okay, we need to go around all of these people, and we need to ask their opinion in order to see what they think is fair. They're saying fair. Oh, okay, you could be dealing with a Cancerian. But like, I'm going to ask everybody to see what's happening around this affair. Like, or is it attraction? Like, okay, hopefully no one's into that old rubbish of law of attraction. But anyway, we're going to see what is attraction. Like, see what is attractive. What? So it's like, okay, we've got all of this stuff, okay, or a bit of stuff, and we're going to have to see what's attractive and what's not. I mean, people, please tell me that this isn't like swipe left, swipe right. Okay, okay, you're not attractive. Okay, you're not attractive either. Okay, you're not attractive. Right, okay, you've got to have... You could really be dealing with the Pisces as well. They're pretty much like that as well. But it's kind of like, okay, you're attractive. Right, you're attractive as well. It's like, yeah, you're worth a bit of mustard. Okay, right, I'll slap that on there. So slap a bill. It's like, well, we're going to have to slap this on there and then slap this and slap that. Oh, wow. Some of you are charging a fortune for whatever it is that you're doing. It's like, okay, well, we'll just slap this on. And it's like, okay, right, we'll like just slap my makeup on. Or you might sell makeup or something like that, or Sal, your name's Sal, or Sally, or Sally Ann. But like, we're just going to slap this on and then slap this on there, and then we're just going to chuck this out, and oh, that'll do. Unless someone's getting turfed out, might be an earth sign. So it's like, look, then we're just going to turf them out and just slap this on. Because I don't know if someone's like, oh, okay, let's just slap this on and let's just go out, and some of you are really not bothered. Right? But you've probably got this, like, we're just going to slap this on there, and we're going to slap this on. Some of you are being charged, like Taurus energy, but like you're being charged a fortune for something, or this is Fortuna, or anything beginning with F, or Steph, but like, it could be a deaf Leo, I don't know, but like, someone's like, oh, I'm not listening to all that rubbish. No, I don't want to listen to all that. No, let's just charge them. Let's just charge them. Let's just charge straight in and go straight in for it, and let's just charge everybody. So I don't know if this is someone that's going full steam into something, and you're like, you know what, it's just going to steam straight into somebody. Okay, I do have a message for some of you, but I have to make sure that I backtrack what I say, because you've got some very strange messages that I've wrote, Libra. Okay, Stratum. Someone could be from Streatham, something on Streatham, okay, or strep throat, something to do with strep throat, or strapping. You can have a strapping young, like, listen, bruv, I'm a meathead, but strap. Who are you strapping in? It's like, well, because it's either slapping, slap, sap, slap, so, Sal, I keep coming up with S, it's to do with S, Steve, slap you with something, slap, like, I'm going to slap you with something. I don't know, it might be a court order or something like that, because I keep hearing that something could be coming up around court, and we're going to slap you with this, and we're going to slap you with that, and we're going to slap you that much. It's kind of like you need to wake up. Wake up call. I keep saying, like, this is your wake up call, like, wake up. Some of you could be going through an awakening, but I keep hearing, like, just like, will you wake up from all of this poppycock nonsense? I mean, I really am. I'm kind of hearing like some people need to wake up and smell the roses. So something also to do with Rose or Guns N' Roses, or Axel, my ex, something to do with your ex, maybe ex Emma, but my ex. But someone really does need to wake up and smell the coffee, basically, because I really feel like that. Because I keep hearing that someone is charging someone like an absolute packet. Because they keep saying, because you had this before, and you've got this for your year, Libra, where it was to do with bad polyps, or like it was to do with breathing or something, or it was to do with like a bad policy, or a bad company, or keeping bad company. And it was all to do with this charging, right? Just charging straight in, but that might not be where it's a physical human being charging straight in, because they keep saying charge. Okay, let's just charge that. Okay, yes, charge that for it. Okay, I mean, if you're doing business and stuff like that, that's good. But what I mean, that's buying and selling. But why on earth do I keep picking up? It's around an earth sign as well of charging an absolute fortune for something, because this is either Fortune Ventura and you go on holiday and it costs an absolute packet to go. Because some of you could really be travelling this year, right? And whatever it is, it costs you. It costs you an absolute packet to do it. But you also get a big packet. Like someone's got a big pouch. Unless you're from Kangaroo Town, which is like Australia. But like a pouch. Like I've got a pouch, or I don't know, like a pouch of something. Because I keep hearing P, the name P, or Paula, or anything beginning with P, right? But I'm picking up like a pouch. A pouch. We've got a pouch of this, I've got a pouch of that, a pouch of tobacco, a pouch of what? A pouch. Apache? Something by Apache. Is it? Well, I mean, I don't deal with all that sort of stuff, so I don't know what that is. What is an Apache? Well, Apache Indian. So someone could be like Indian, or because I'm definitely hearing though, like of a persuasion of someone that is foreign, right? So I keep hearing like foreign, someone that is foreign, but pouch, like Hayley, the name Hayley, or Hale, right? Hale. Anyway, something also beginning with H, like Histon or something like that, Histon. Or a piston, that would definitely be dealing with, okay, definitely someone's getting pished. Piston, definitely someone's getting from Histon or piston. But whatever it is, someone's getting slaughtered. This is like, let's just throw the lambs to the slaughter. Something also around a Pisces for a lot of you. Like lambs to the slaughter. Slaughtered vomit doles. Something to do with around someone called something dole. But that did come up for another reading where I said something around dole's eye. Dole's eye, tiger's eye, dole's eye. Man, this is relating to the Leo reading, and then when I'd done the fake account and the fake things, because I keep hearing, sorry, it keeps coming back to me, like a pouch is fake, like approaching is fake, like something is like, okay, we're gonna have to make it, but fake it. Like, I mean, what is this, an orgasm? I don't know. Like, we're gonna have to fake it, whatever it is, we're going to have to make it, and then we're going to have to make it and make it and make it to break it, like making cakes or making things, and then making them, but making them fakely to charge. We're going to, because it's kind of like that, we're going to have to make up for lost time. So some of you could be going to see someone to make up for lost time, like we're going to have to catch up, and we're going to have to make up, because it really feels like this supply and demand. We're going to have to supply it and supply it, and we're going to have to catch up for lost time. So some of you might be meeting someone through your year and you are catching up, right? Because catching a tiger. But some of you are going to catch this Leo energy doing something, I really feel, because, well, you came up in their reading. You came up in the reading, and it actually came up through the tarot reading bit where I said it was involving Leo, Virgo, and well, Libra, Virgo, Nine of Wands, which was also controlling. It was controlling the market, and again, it was probably involving maybe a Capricorn as well somewhere. But it was like, I mean, you're going to have to watch the bit where I said about because in your past readings, sorry if I'm losing you. In your past readings, you had that so many times around a bad policy. and a bad company and keeping bad company. And it went off to so much, right, this isn't weighing up, like this really isn't fair. It doesn't weigh up, we're going to have to charge more, we're not getting enough. So it feels like I can't get enough, like I just can't get enough of it. Like this is either someone that's addicted to drugs or alcohol, or they're addicted to something, which could be anything. It could be money, it could be fame, fortune, because I keep hearing fortune, like brave faces the fortune, whatever you call it, right? Fortune favours the brave, right? So like brave heart. Like, so you're definitely dealing with Leo, right? You're definitely dealing with a Leo. And it's kind of like this, like, bad. They keep saying bad though. It's like, Mama, you've been bad. It's like, this could be someone's mother. Because it really came up through the Leo reading. And it was like giving off false prescriptions. And like, I'm going to have to make it. Because it turned from like prescriptions, subscriptions, which was like writing things down. Because I can see this thing going like that, right? And it's like scribing or like I don't know, it's something that's happening here that someone's not looking at. Like, it's like smoke and mirrors in a way. It's kind of like, okay, you look that way, right? Okay, right, let's write you out a check. Okay, don't look, right? And I can see someone doing this, like someone copying. There you go. It's a photocopier or something, right? But someone's copying, like, right, don't look. Right, okay, let's just put this signature on here. Okay, there you go. And then rips it off and gives it to someone. Someone's ripping someone off. I can't get away from these messages. Like, rip it, like, because this is either a piece of paper being torn off, and it's like, okay, and you go into, say, a doctor's, right, and if you've got medication or something like that that you need. I mean, I don't really know about false prescriptions, because they're saying whatever it is that this is being, like, made to, like, smoke and mirror, so that is false, right? And it's like a false claim, or, like, okay, don't look. And this is like a company that, I've worked for them, that is kind of like, okay, right, we're going to pay you like X amount of pounds, right, for an X. So this could be an X. It might be involving your love life, but your love life will mainly come out through the cards, okay? Because we're really dealing with business here normally, about life things that could come up when I channel, okay? So you've kind of got this, like, because I'm seeing it going around people, like being spread around, like we're going to spread it all over the place, like we're going to, like, but it's kind of like, okay, so we're going to send you there, and we're going to send you there, and then we're going to send you there, and we're going to send you there. But this kind of not look is like, okay, so we're going to pay you, or we're going to charge for this X amount. So you're going to either have to take this as writing a check to charge, or writing a check to pay, right? Because there's paying and giving and all this sort of stuff. So it could also be around Gemini, right? But, or Sagittarius as well. But these, but these pair, right? What am I going to do with these pair? What am I going to do with these pair? Something is getting bigger, whatever it is like, man, this is hurting my back. Anyway, so what am I going to do with this pair? Say like, okay, well, what am I going to do with this pair here? I mean, please tell me these ain't people, right? But again, each to their own. But like, okay, what am I going to do with this pair? Right, okay, well, I suppose that I could send you there, and I could send you there, or send this there. And then it's like, okay, so I'll pay you X amount of pounds, but you've just started. So, well, okay, we'll give you less, right? And it's kind of like this, again, it's coming up like trying to corner, like sending people off to a cornerstone. Like, we're sending this off to this country, and we're sending this off to this country as well, and that's the foreign. It's like, okay, we're going to send this off to a foreign country. Okay, so, I mean, I get this, trust me. It's like a company, right, and they sell things, and it says dollars, right, X amounts for dollars, right? And then basically sometimes when they know that you're from the UK, they charge you exactly the same as what that is in dollars. So say if it's, say, 200, I don't know, 200 quid or something, two, or stick with two. It's like, well, I'm a Libra and I'm a 2, so let's just put 2s on it, right? So I'll go 2s on it, right? So we'll go double on it. Double, trouble, Virgo. They had that in there. It's double. Let's double it. Let's see again. It's like, okay, well, let's just double that. And let's just stick everything on there and double that. Yeah, okay, that's good. Right, now we've got everybody. Right, now we're going to double it. Because it's kind of like this, right? We need to coach you to get all this stuff. Right, it's like, all right, now I'm addicted. Now I really need all of that. And it's like, aha, great, let's just now double that, because we know that you need it. Like, so we've got this thing, we know that you really need this job, So now we've got you in this job, we can now slowly start to deduct how much that you get. Man, I went through this Sam, or Sam. But again, I went through exactly the same when I was working for a company. Exactly the same. And they were changing, and it was like change, short changing. I keep saying short, the name short, or short, like a short shot of something. Like, but like, well, okay, we'll just give you a shop, something to do with a shop. Some of you might be, Edwina, you're right, not you, but like a shop, right? But like, okay, so it's because it's kind of like, okay, we're going to send all these people off, right? And we're going to pay you less because you're not worked here long enough. And then we're going to pay you more. But this person, and it's the same as what you had for a while, where it was about policies, and it was about like insurance policies. And it's like, well, that's not insured and that's not insured. So if the insurance is a lot, then because I pay a lot of insurance, I'm going to have to charge a lot of money. Because it's like, well, if that's, because it's like buying a new motor or something. It's like, okay, so here's a really nice object, and say whatever this is very desirable, like a car, for instance, right? So okay, so I want a Lamborghini or something like that, right? Or a Ferrari or a Porsche or something. And so okay, so I want that. Great, right? I can afford to buy that. Haha, here's the insurance, and you're like, holy shit, all right? So that's expensive. So you've kind of got this. So I want to live up to a certain expectation, and I want to live above my means, right? And I really want to live the best life that I can, and I want to live above my means. And the only way that I am going to do that is by charging a fortune so I can live this to this expectation. But you had that through marginal stuff, where it was to do with, okay, so I want to live like here, and I want to live in this huge like house, mansion, so on and so forth. Okay, and I've got a dream and a wish of Aquarius, and that's where I want to be. But then when you buy it, you realise, oh, okay, it's a nice place to visit, but I don't think I would live there. Eight of Swords, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio energies. Eight of Swords. And it's like, well, you know what, it's a bubble right up, because it's like some of you are being bubbled up. Virgo energy, definitely around Virgos. And so, okay, I've got this bubble in my head. I mean, really, please, people, tell me that you're not buying anything to do with this hocus pocus nonsense around. Because, I don't know, law of attraction and people, man, really. I mean, trust me, there's some people that I know of that charge an absolute fortune to show you how to read a card that actually basically tells you in a book. It basically tells you in a book. But, I don't know. Like, okay, so it's really to do with reading. Card reading or something. Charging. Man, I'm staying out of it. Anyway, it's like, okay, so I've got this bubble in my head, right? And that could also be to do with the coronavirus. And it's like, okay, so the coronavirus is here, right? These are hard times, so we're going to have to, like, drop our prices during like Christmas time, or drop our prices during like coronavirus times, and then as soon as it's over, right, let's charge everything. Do you know what I mean? It's this. I don't know whether this is fair or not. I mean, I can't help it because you guys are Libra, so you're going to be struggling this for forever, really. But it's like, well, we're going to be doing this forever, and if we're going to be doing it forever, and like we've made a plan that we're going to do this forever. Now we're in. Now we're just going to have to like keep it up. Because it's like, well, we're going to have to keep... Because it's kind of like this... Okay, I'm living above my means as such, right? And I've got like a £68 million house with bedrooms and tigers, and it's Mike Tyson, basically, that ended up going bankrupt. Sorry. But he ended up going bankrupt, and then 50 Cent moved into his house, pretty much. So you're looking at a 5, so you're looking at Taurus, but 50 cents. But like... Anyway, so it's like, okay, I've got this dream house, and then all of a sudden I've gone bankrupt. They're saying bankruptcy, claiming for bankruptcy. Someone could end up going bankrupt. Crypt. Tales from the crypt. Man, someone's telling tales. Telling lies. Because, I mean, you did have that. Elijah, you're right, not you, sweetheart. As mum, you're right. Both of you. How's the moving the trees and stuff like that? You getting on all right? I could do with some of them logs. Anyway, so it's kind of like this chasing the market type thing, like market.com, and we came up with that before. Chasing the market. So I've got a £58 million house. That's my dream. That's what I wished for. That's what I manifested. And it's like, aha, there you go, I've got it. And then it's like, oh, okay, now I've manifested that. What am I going to do with that? Because now I have to keep chasing it, which is I have to keep climbing the ladder up and up and up. So, because I am now living up here, I have to now look down here at these people that want everything that I have in order to accomplish everything that I want. But it's this very odd. I mean, you guys are Libra, so you know you kind of have that lower class, middle class, upper class, up your own arse type sort of energy, right? I mean, that's what I'm hearing. Lower class, middle class, higher class, up your arse. So someone could definitely be going up the wrong hole. I don't know. You could be dealing with the same-sex relationship. Sorry, guys. I'm not being that way. It comes out of my mouth, bruv. Okay. Well, it probably don't. It probably goes in, right? I don't know. It's like they go in and then they go out and they go in and then they go out. And it's like, man, I've got to get that pigment out of my head. I'm sorry, I've got to get that out of my head. Sorry, Libra. So, anyway, we're going in a hole, out of a hole. In a hole, out of a hole. I mean, is this the living dead? Dead dad. Oh, okay. Dead dad. Dead dad. Okay, someone... Oh, man. Why is this message coming through in all of my readings so far? Well, my channel messages around dead dad, past father. Because I'm hearing Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost and the Trinity. Somebody beginning with T. Anything beginning with T. Please do, because this means that you might witness this and say if your name begins with T, right? Don't worry about it, okay? Because I have to make sure that when I mention death and things like that, okay, is that if your name is shouted out, please don't worry, right? Please don't worry, because because I'm a medium and I can't help it. I can't help that coming out of my mouth, and I can't help doing my job. And I always believe that it's good to actually have heads up of things. So you can be aware of this. And normally it's only people that say drink and do drugs and they drive and they do bad things, or it's elderly people. Please don't freak out and think, well, oh my God, you mentioned my name, does that mean me, or am I going to lose? Because lose somebody, because we always lose people. I've lost so many people in my life, father, brother, nan, grandfather. I've lost a lot of people. So, I understand what that's like, but, life and death is part of life, basically, right? Which is also a lie. So, again, I keep hearing that someone's lying, though. I'm trying to come off the death thing. You could possibly have, okay, because I did write that. Let's slowly go on to what I wrote. Okay, so I started writing Libra, and it went to deadline, right? I'm up against the deadline, right? I'm really trying to do it, but then it came out with flat out lying, like flatline, right? Flatline. Well, it didn't, but it is now. Dead lion, flat lion, flat lying about someone's flat, right? So we'll move on from those. I'll try and get back to it. Something to do with about a flat. Like a block of flats, or like where they live. They're like, I don't know, where someone's like a lion, an actual Leo. See, because wow, the mansion. When you look at Mike Tyson in that film, which was the comedy sketch where they were drunk and they went off. What on earth was that? Where he goes into the toilet and he has a wee. And they've just had like a mad night, like, oh my God, we are absolutely slaughtered. So someone's definitely drinking here, right? And it was a film, and it was a comedy film. Please mention it in the comment section if you grasp what I'm saying. And he goes to the toilet and he opens it, and there's a lion there. right? And he goes, right, and the lion is right next to him, right? And I forget what on earth that film was called. I think they've done 1, 2 and 3. There was a Chinese guy, in case someone could be from China. There was a Chinese guy, and oh, okay, someone definitely likes to go 3s up. Anyway, I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to go with these two. Oh dear, someone's definitely going in holes. Anyway, but like, and there's like 3 guys. There's 3 guys, right? And but we're not looking at the sexual thing. But there was 3 guys, and he goes into the toilet as we, and then he comes out. Okay, but that lion, they actually stole it from. Okay, here we go. They actually stole it from Mike Tyson, right? So when they got drunk, they had a complete and utter like mad night. Stole a lion from Mike Tyson's house, and later on in the film they have to go and give it back. Right? It's a comedy, great film. But so those names, whatever that associates with, that could associate with these people. But again, it's like, well, we stole it. Like, we're stealing. We're stealing. Someone is blatantly stealing stuff. Like, right before people's eyes. Like, well, we're just going to steal. Steal. Seal? 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 Oh! It definitely begins with S. S. We're going to steal it. Steve? It's very odd because I'm Steve and there's loads of other people Steve as well. Right? And people I know, I used to work for, one of them's called Steve as well, right? Which is also indicative with a Libra. That's all I can really say, right? But like, we're going to steal stuff. Well, there you go. Person's also Capricorn. Sorry, Cappies. But like, we're going to steal you away. Like, we're going to take you away from them. Like, we're going to take you and we're going to take you away from them. So I don't know if anyone here is going to court for having their kids taken away from them. Because whatever it is that we're going to take these off you. It's like a big company. Okay, 1, kids. We'll get back to that in a second. And company. Okay, we're going to steal all these people away from you. We're going to try and, again, corner the market, steal everybody, take everything, keep it for ourselves, do everything that we can to sort of support ourselves and our company and steal clients from people. And that's relating to the tarot card reading stuff that I did. And we're going to steal everything, definitely beginning with S, right? We're going to steal everything. There could even be me, maybe, but I've not got that in my head, trust me, right? We're going to steal everything, and we're going to steal the show, right? Seal the show, sell. But we're going to steal the show, right? And it's a performance, like Libra energy. So we're going to put on a great show and a great performance, and we need to steal everybody to get them all eyes on me. Again, it's through the Leo reading. All eyes on us, all eyes on me. And it all lies on me, meaning that everything lies upon me. And everything lies that upon me is lies. It's complete and utter lies. Lies, Elijah, not you, Elijah, unless you're being lied to. But like, and if you're not being lied to, well, don't worry about it, you know. But again, I'm hearing it's lies, and that was Michael Jackson. And it was spies like us, and it was okay. We're going to spy on people to see who we can coach to get, and it's a coach trip, like a company that either one buys and sells or travels and things like this, right? But we're going to coach everybody, and we're going to get everybody for ourselves. Like, we're going to keep all this money for ourselves, and we're going to coach everybody to keep them all for ourselves. And then when I've got what I've got, I'm going to keep it for myself. Well, y'all definitely want to watch the Leo Extended, because this person got everything, and when they got it all, they weren't accepting that, and that wasn't good enough either. And when they got that, it went on and on and on. This cycle is like a continuous cycle of trying to keep up pride and appearance, and that my appearance of who I am is more important than anybody else. Is really what I'm picking up. It's really important. So anyway, come off that nonsense. Something to do with around kids, right, for a lot of you, and you might be worried that you're having kids took from you, or people are worried that they're going to have people took away from them. And this is where you're coming up against it, because whichever energy this is, there is more things attached to this company or business that is worried about losing it, right? Now, for instance, I have a backstory of people I can't mention that I work for. once you secure a job, you kind of live by a certain mean when you work for someone, right? You work for somebody and you live out of a certain belief of like, well, okay, well, this is my wages. It's a secure job. I'm kind of satisfied with it, but I don't really like it. But it's a nice place to live, but I don't think I would live there. Right? Visit, but live there. So it's kind of this energy of like, okay, it's okay, but not really. It's not really what I want. So if you get people that work in this circumstance, they're kind of like, well, we're just going to just about pay you the right amount, like just the right amount. We're going to pay you this. So you always get lost in your head of confusion around other people or yourselves, about worried about leaving this place and leaving this company. Meaning, well, I've had this job for so long that I don't know if I'll be able to ever do anything other than this. So I'm going to stay put in this job. I mean, you really could be dealing with around Capricorn energies, because sometimes some Capricorns can get in that, or Pisces, in that rut, right? But it's like, excuse me, that's rude, right? I don't care. Listen, I speak for a living. But I'm in a job and I get, say, I don't know, £180 a week, say, for instance, right? And I just get £180 a week. And that's okay, and that's good, and it just about covers my bills and everything else, but it's really not what I want. Like, I would really like more money. But if I want more money, I have to approach this person and say, you know, look, amicably, you're charging too much, or you're not giving me enough money, you're not giving me enough for what I'm buying, right? Because I'm really not buying it, because people are, that's what I'm saying, they're buying the lie. But there's people on this end that are like, you know what, I'm really not buying this. Like, I really don't want it. Like, why on earth do I want all of that rubbish? Like, I'm just not buying it. It's not adding up. It's not fair. Like, it's really not fair. And someone's like, well, no, it is fair because I'm getting everything. So there's people that are here, this side of it, thinking, man, when I look at all that stuff, it's like, so, it's kind of like when I look at it, it's like, man, that is like great. It's like, trust me, I'll tell you, either a good-looking woman or a good-looking man. And it's like, man, look at that. That is so tempting. But then when you get in there, like a relationship, you think, actually, bruv, you fart in bed. Or, you know what, I didn't realise that you picked your nose. Or, you know what, I didn't know that you did all of this human stuff. You know, so you might be a cracking bit of stuff, but really, it's like a dime bar, right? It's dime to a dozen, and it's a dime. It's a queen, right? But it's a dime to a dozen, and it's like a dime bar. It's all smooth and lovely on the outside, but when you get on the inside, it's all crackly and horrible, right? It's all like, man, when I got bite into this dime bar, I realised that it was all chocolatey and everything else. But then when I bit into it, it's like because I can see someone like, bruv, I've got a diamond ring here, right? And you get like a crystal. And that's how you tell whether they're real or not, right? So by having it tested. And it's like, okay, I got this diamond ring, and then all of a sudden the diamond ring smashes, and you're like, what? That ain't supposed to break. Well, how the hell does that break? Or like, well, I bit into that, and all it did was break my tooth, or I bit into it, and I could actually bite into it. Like, it's not a rock, right? It's not a rock, it's not real. That's what I'm saying. Someone is like doing things and they're fake. Like, they're literally not real. It's like, okay, we've got this stuff, we're going to send it out, but really, it's not real. It's like, no, but it looks lovely, right? It's like, yeah, well, that looks nice on me, but really, you know, you've palmed me off with a bit of copper. So, I don't know, someone could be in the police force. Maybe if you're selling fake things, I've got no idea. But like it's not real. It's kind of, what was I kicking at? Man, it's this. Oh man, I've really lost what I was trying to channel before. What they were saying. Like this, okay, we've got something, but in real, and it's like by the time you get into a relationship, there you go. By the time you get into this person's life and you're like in it, right? Like, okay, now we're in there now. Like, it's like, whoa, bruv, look at her or look at him. It's like, right, I'm in there, and then you're like, fuck, bruv, the quality of what you have inside is really more of a dime bar, and they're more of a dime a dozen. You know, like I could get 1,000 of these somewhere else. someone's selling fake products. I mean, good luck. But like, man, I can. It's kind of like, okay, I've got that, for instance. It could be a card reader. I don't know, but it's like, could be the Hierophant, right? Could be the Hierophant. You can charge 20 quid for it. What do you know? But like, I've got this, and I've got this marriage, for instance, right? Or I've got this card, and I like. That's really thrown me off. It's so odd, but like, okay, I know that was there, but like, right, that I've got this here, and it's like, okay, well, you've got one of those, and it's like, this one card is what worth. Well, you can't buy this card. That's what I'm saying. You can't just buy the Hierophant. You can't buy a relationship. And you can't buy your way in or out of it, really, unless you're married, and then you're going to have a hell of a time buying your way in or way out. So you're going to have to weigh that up. But, like, you know what? I want to buy this. But then when I look over there, it's like, well, hold on a minute. Like, I can have all of this. Like, I can either pay, like, a dime 50 cents for that, like 50 cents, and I could buy Mike Tyson for that. Or like I could buy the film for that, right? So I'm going to buy that. And it's like, well, you got all of this yet? You're like, well, hold on a minute. If you're charging 50 cents for that, but you're only really charging, say, $1 for that, well then, is it a tarot reader? Because it's relating to the tarot reading stuff, right? The video that I did that I'll probably get hate for. Don't look at me. You might as well look at a tube, right? A boob tube, or the TV. On YouTube, but like, don't look at me, just look at me as a conduit. I'm just giving you what you come here for, right, which is entertainment. But it's kind of this energy of like, well, I can't buy that. You can't buy this anywhere else. It's mine. But it isn't. It's fake, like a relationship. Like, you have to fake it to make it. It's like, well, by the time I get into this Hierophant, by the time I actually really get into that, you know what? This isn't quite what I expected. It's like, it's got an exterior here that is all hard and tough, and let's just charge straight into the relationship. And it's like, let me feel my way through this Hierophant, and let me actually really think about what that is really like inside of this card, right? I mean, is this about reading cards? Bruv, the Hierophant. What does this card feel like when inside it? It might look all shiny, and it's like, man, that's the Hierophant, and it's red, and it's got two people he's standing there going, ah, right. But what does it really feel like whilst inside of this card? Plain, boring, right? Man, this feels like paper. Let's make it rain. But inside of this card, how does that feel? Feels like paper, right? Feels like plain. So, it feels like a trip, but it feels like plain, right? How does it feel to be in a relationship? A struggle. I guarantee you that how that feels to be in a relationship is a struggle. And most people try to fight to get what they want. Guarantee you by the time you know someone farts and snores and they drink beer and everything else, all right, sweetheart. Oh, Jesus, man, you didn't sign that in your contract. It's like, of course not. We got married. We loved each other back then. Yeah, of course we did. So I'm going to go after the boozer. I'm going to go and get slaughtered. You alright, sweetheart? What's for tea? Really? What do you mean? It's like, well, you're a woman, ain't you? Just like, why don't you go out there and cook something, do something instead of just sitting there? I'm looking after the kids. I'm doing... That's how that feels in a relationship, bruv. Having fight and struggle to pay bills for other people as well. Look at it fair. Right? But there could really be an affair in someone's marriage here. They could really be going under... Well, going under. This company could be going under. Who knows? Could live from Australia. But how does it feel? You know, compared to you guys that are not in a relationship, do you really know what that feels to be in a relationship? Because I can guarantee you there's a lot of tarot readers, right, that are mythical tarot readers, right? And I'm not slating any tarot reader. Good luck, honestly, right? But majority of them haven't or are not in a relationship. They're in love with money. Someone is in love that much with money or another person, right? So the Hierophant. So someone is definitely married here and they're in love with the person that which is either the marriage or the job or the contract of this. And I'm more concerned about this, which is also money, right? So I'm more concerned about the other person that is in a relationship compared to the person that isn't. So if the person that isn't in a relationship, how has it ever felt when you've been in one? Right? But sometimes there's some people that haven't really experienced what that is really like to be in a relationship. Because majority of it is loving at the beginning, and it's all ooey and gooey like a dime bar, but by the time you get right into the centre of it, you're like, bro, this thing has done nothing but help me put on weight. So you really could be dealing with a Virgo and a Leo energy, but this thing has done nothing but physically make me put on weight, right? Unless you're pregnant. Oh, that's going to make you put on weight. But like, there could be a drug here. Love is a drug, but there could be a drug here of some sort of pharmaceutical thing, is what I'm seeing. Is around like needing to put on weight, or like make weight. Someone's making someone wait here, Libra. Like, I'm going to make you wait for it. Like, I'm going to put it all out there, and then I'm going to make you wait. Like, I'm going to make you pay. I'm going to make you pay for this. It's really what I'm hearing. Really going to make you pay. Someone has a strong sense of business sense to make people pay for what they want. Because the Hierophant here can have everything here. This person here, even if it is a Taurus, don't matter. I'm going to make you pay, I'm going to make you wait, because what I want is everything. Right? What I want is everything. It's everything to me. We're going to get married. We're going to set up a mortgage. We're going to have children. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. Majority of the people that I know are all been divorced. They got married at an early age. They decided to have kids, and they're an expectation that marriage and love of condition and tradition of everybody that should really do something, that by the time they've got married and had kids and got a mortgage, they struggle for the rest of their life trying to support someone else. Now, if y'all want kids and stuff like that, it's great. But for people that don't have so much money, they're the people that have children and kids, right? And that's why this energy isn't fair, because it's treating people of a lower class, of a different aspect of life, is what I'm picking up, right? And it's saying to these people that we are more than what you are, because you live in a council estate and you're nothing but a piece of trash. Basically, that's the energy that I'm picking up, right? Is the fact that you have lower class, middle class, upper class, and to find something that is fair when you're around the Libra energies, you also have to think of people down here, right? Doesn't matter where you are. Money's nothing. People, to people, oh man. But what I'm hearing, that there is something that by the time I get in it, by the time I read these lines, I'll be gone, dear John. Virgo also on the name John, right? But by the time you get in here and you get married and you have children and everything else, right? The struggle of life is real. That's not metaphysical. That's real, right? You know that when you're married, you're going to know it. You trust me, you will know it. And you will know how difficult that is to keep up the appearance of what that's like to have that. But compared to the people that don't, what you have to do is remain fair, right? To the people that also don't have those kind of energies. So what I'm hearing through this one card, believe it or not, is more of a someone possibly married already or getting married, right? Now, I'm not by any means trying to ever stop anybody from doing or feeling or doing whatever it is that an individual decides that they want to do for themselves. Omen. Okay, whatever they want to do for themselves. But what I am saying to you is that take out an annulment. If you get married, take out an annulment. Keep what's yours. Let them have what's theirs, keep what's yours. Don't share things, right? Unless your name is Sunny and share. But, again, you keep pushing me aside, but I can't break through. There's no talking to you. I'm so sad that you're leaving. So someone could be leaving on a jet plane to move. They're like, well, we're going to move. Or someone could keep promising that they're going to be leaving. That's what I'm also hearing, leaving. But the aspect of that, majority of people, when you really look at them, you know, majority of people are divorced, and they realise, oh shit, I've now got a mortgage with you. We now share a house and a home and children. but you fart and snore and pick your nose. And we've been arguing like Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones or whatever her name was. I forget what her name was. And Michael Douglas. And everything was great, and then I ended up pissing in the fish. You know, and the chandelier dropped on both of us, and then I went over to get him, and then he was like, oh, just get off. Right, just get off. Just, man, you're too clingy. Right, just get it. It's like a ball of snot. And it's like, man, you're like one of those hands that you throw up against the wall. And you're come over here, fish. Come over here. Like, cast out, like, go. I was like, Jesus, look at the size of what I've got now. Some of you could be meeting a Pisces. But, do you know what I'm saying? The safety net, the landing net, basically. It's like, well, we've landed a deal. Landing deals, landings, them landings. Anyway, so, Libra. What else have we got from you that are out of space? Oh, no, you need cards, Steve. Anyway, so supply and demand, you only get me for so long. It's kind of like, well, if you want me, you only get me for 2 minutes. I mean, what is it, a peep show? It's like, okay, here's the curtains, and right, you need to put a dime in, like say, I don't know, 50 cents. Right, okay, let's stick that in, it's like, it's like, oh, you only, it's like, you're right, and it's like, yeah, and then all of a sudden the curtains close, you're like, hold on a minute, I didn't quite hit. Really? What, I just paid for that and all I got was like 2 minutes? Really? Is that it? And you're like, it's like tempting, isn't it? It's like you're going to have to put more money in the slot, Tom. It's like we're going to have to put more money in the slot, Tom, if you want to get bigger. It's like then you're going to have to put more money in the slot and open up these curtains. If you want me to open up to you, then you're going to have to put one of these pound coins in my slot. So, so you're like, you know what? It's like, I want to be big. And it's like, I want to make this big and I want to make this grow. And it's kind of like, okay, so just put money in my slot. Okay, there it is, right? How much is that, right? Say, I don't know, 5 grand. You're like, Jesus Christ, bruv, what is behind this curtain? You don't know until you put 5 grand into it. And you're like, hold on a minute, can I afford 5 grand? It's like, no, but I really want to see that. Okay, right, so 5 grand. Jesus. And then it's like, okay, there you go. Dun, dun, dun. Let's just show you a little bit of this and show you a little bit of that and then work my magic. And then you're like, no, and it's like, oh, bruv, you're just getting to the best bit, and then you're like, oh, damn, what's enough of that? It's like, well, yeah, you might as well stick another 5 grand into it. You're like, bruv, I can't keep shoving 5 grand in you. You need to close it. You need to close it. So I need to know, but I need to foreclose on this deal. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's gone. Okay, it's only here for a limited time offer. Come in, Chantel. It's like, look at this, Chantel. She's here, and she shall shan't and tell you nothing. But she shall tell y'all everything, right? So it's kind of like, okay, so out comes Chantel, she hasn't been here for long, and then it's kind of like, wow, she's like dancing around a pole and everything. It's like, man, but she's only here for 1 night only, that's it. So someone's a pole dancer or something, right? And they're like, look at the size of her legs. It's like, how's she wrapping it around that? So I don't know what y'all got, but you definitely got like, this, like, I'm only here for 1 night and 1 night only. And then you're like, brother, I can't keep sticking like £50 in this machine. Someone's gambling as well, like, well, taking a big gamble. These are metaphysical stories. Apply them to however you will, Libra. Okay? But it's, well, it's a comedy sketch. Didn't you know that tarot is just for entertainment? So anyway, well, no, Steve, that's my life. Well, so is that entertainment then, is it? Your life is an entertainment? What are you, Robbie? This is entertainment, right? This is an entertainment business. We're selling people for entertainment. She's good. She goes like a bike. Just get her over here. She's good. Man, some of you are definitely renting out. There you go. I don't know who that is. But what else have we got for you, Libra? So, well, one of the most important messages that after the comedy sketch that I would like to briefly go back to was the dead lion. Okay, it's all to do with dead lead, leads. Some from string of beads, up leads. But I don't know, dead. Well, man, this is where everybody freaks out. Sorry. But I keep hearing dead lion, flat out lying around. Sleeping around, lying around, or But the only references I picked up was through the other readings, where I did pick up that someone's father passes or something like that, okay, and they leave the earth to somebody, right? Because when they leave the earth, as they had everything on earth, I leave it all to you, right? So whoever that was going through could be, I don't know what I'm going through. But whoever that goes to, I've got no idea. Whoever ghosts you, I've got no idea. Someone could really be ghosting you, Libra, or you're going to ghost somebody, or there's going to be a ghost. Sorry, but there really could be a ghost. It really could be a toast as well. Baby, 100%. Dropping a baby, a toast, 3 of cups, a toast, raising a toast, child's born. Child's born. I don't know if there's an addict here, though, that is pregnant through addiction, and as they're in addiction, I don't know if there's going to be where it is, okay, you're going to have to really prove yourself now. If you've got another child, you're going to have to clean up your act and clean up your life. And that if you want this child, then you're, in order to keep the child, you're going to have to prove yourself by keeping clean. And if you can't keep clean, then we're going to take your children away from you. And I really do hear that, Libra, and I'm sorry. But I'm definitely hearing, though, something to do with around addiction. And it's kind of telling me around someone possibly, because you've got death and birth this year. 100%, death, birth, right? But you've got addiction here. And you've probably got one of these stories where it's kind of like, you know what, I'm pregnant now, right? Now, if you're an addict and you come off, say, heroin, be very careful around your sexual energy whilst being clean, because I'm going to trust you, it's a false dopamine high. It's a false dopamine high, right? When you come off drugs or something very potent that you've been taking for a long time, your organs and your body is going to be floating, right? So at that point, that's where you're going to be as horny as the devil around a Capricorn energy, right? That's where you could really then get pregnant, or vice versa, right? So be very careful what you do around sex, okay? Definitely if there's an addiction here, because you could really end up in a circumstance, because a lot of people guarantee you also, after doing counselling for many years, also being down that path, is a lot of addicts, they start a new life, they go straight into a relationship. After an addiction, they have a whole new lease of life, they're still vibrating up here, false dopamine system. They think that everything is like, oh my God, it's like my whole life is, they get very emotional, very upset, then start laughing, normally then start boozing and drinking. This can also happen after a breakup as well, okay? But if we're looking at alcohol and drugs and things like that, mainly drugs, it's normally when you can then think, okay, I've met someone, I'm going to go straight into a codependent relationship because really I am very codependent. Love is a drug, right? So I'm very codependent on this person now because I'm going to go straight into something. So there could be an accident here. There really could be an accident. Wow, you're getting like one of the best channel messages, but it is not the best, but you're getting the best of me at the moment. Through this year, just be very careful around going straight into a relationship after addiction. Okay, if you're an addict, anything like that, you really got to have time to sort your life out first and get used to the feeling of being human again, right? Being human again before you go into another human. Now, I am definitely hearing though that there might be something around the court taking a child away from someone if there's an addiction. Because it's normally when you work for social services and places like that, you can find that addicts and stuff, they've had their kids taken from them, and then they have a court order slapped on them to say, you know what, we're taking your kids away from you because of circumstances in life. And then when that happens, you then get also social services where this person then starts to turn their life around and they fight for ages to get the kids back. They get the kids back, but then there's a court order there to say if you don't continue this, then, you know, blah, 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 wag your finger. So be very careful around that, right? If there's an addiction and you get something, you got to make sure that you keep it, right? That you keep it. And you keep up the work, right? Keep up the work. Very difficult when you're dealing with addiction, trust me, right? Takes a long, long time because you can even relapse after a year. And I ain't going to blow smoke up your ass. You can even relapse after a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. It will get so much better the longer you go on. But I won't blow smoke up people's ass to let you know that dealing with an addiction it takes years to not think about it. Right? It's good gradually, but you could go for a stage of going on to cocaine, to drink, to everything else, to replacement, to finding out about friends, so on and so forth. You know, then you can try again, fail, try again. Well, that was a string of failed attempts. Again, so you've got to be very careful when it comes to that, right? You've got to spend a long time being clean. Okay. So you've got that. Supply and demand. There's something around Desmond or demand, like it's on demand. Well, demand is something also around, I don't know, you have to pay for demand, right? You have to pay it for demand, like, so, but you don't get it long, I don't know. Something like that. You only getting me for so long. That was why I wrote that. You only get, that was a message. You only get me for so long. This is the Chantel story of the one night, like you only get me for so long, and that's it. Like you only get it for a certain period of time, that's it. Right. So I've got no idea where that's playing out in your lives, whoever or whatever that is, tangible or object or thing or person. Against the clock equals against all odds, Stevens. Something to do with Stevens. Debbie, named Debbie Stevens, or Stephen, another one, me, or another one. Okay, all against all odds. Is it odd or is it even? Is this person really? Trust me, bruv. A lot of people think that I'm odd, but again, I stand out in the crowd. That's what I'm hearing. It's like, listen, I might be odd, but at least I stand out. So I don't know what that is, right? Standing out. Too much to win, too much to lose. Good windfall. That really doesn't make too much sense. I've got too much to win and too much to lose, and I could have a good windfall. So whoever that is that's charging, they're just going to have a good windfall. I think people are falling for it, which is, I think that was what it started off with, right? People are falling for it, and the people that are falling for it, these people are just going to keep earning more and more and more and more and more. Me personally, I wouldn't work for these people, but, you know, well... Anyway, depends on how tempting this is, but it's still going to go on. Jackpot, everything drops. So, well, gambling, everything drops. And also pregnancy, but I think I've gone over that, right? Pregnancy, someone drops. Someone drops. Or see, you've got two instances. Someone drops down, sorry, and then also someone drops. You've got references of other readings, whereas leaving the earth, leaving tangible stuff, 4 weddings and a funeral, okay, someone possibly passing on this year, and then also someone giving birth this year as well, okay. So that is your yearly message, Libra. Thanks for your time. Like, share, comment. Get this out to as many people as you can, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you would like your tarot reading, this is where I charge you. But it's very cheap, is what I feel, for what you get. But it is only over on Patron, which is the full access bundle. And it's a month-by-month subscription. I think it's something like £12 for a month. You get Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. You get your bi-weeklies that don't appear anywhere else, okay, so that's a full hour for each one, okay, and you get bi-weeklies for that, and that is a spread for you, and then clear that away and a spread for them, okay, and then I look into their life, but you can also look at that inwardly of people that are going through things, right, I do explain it over there, but it's more of an exterior energy. When you look at your reading, it's there. When I look at their reading, I really have... the person that's connected to you, but because everybody is connected to you in your life, it shows me you and them, but it also shows me people that are involved in that person's life, and it also shows me what they're going through within their soul groups of family and people as well, okay. I'll just look deeper into it, but you get that for your bi-weeklies. You also get a bonus for the month as well when that starts to come out mid-month, halfway through the month. When I do the channel messages, I also do the bonus, so you get that as well, and then you get monthly as well. So, and you get this yearly reading. But unfortunately, these ones, they only go over to the full access bundle, okay? If you've just found the channel and you want to watch your monthly or go back and watch any of the others, you can watch that, which would be a monthly, and you can go and see it. I think it's like £3, and you get a month subscription, Sun, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, okay? And you can go over there and just watch that if you want to. If not, just like, share, comment, or just watch. Either, or buzz off. I don't know. But stop it! But, yeah, everything is provided below. It does explain it over there. Some people have really been struggling with the actual app. And I keep telling everybody, Patreon is a different website to YouTube. It's different. It's a part of YouTube. It's just you just use a link, right? Basically, but it's a whole new website, and you have to sign into it, right? If you click the link and you go over and then actually sign in, if you click the link and go over there, it might say that you're not signed in, so it's not going to remember that you joined. So go over to Patron, download the app. I'm going to have to ask people and make a video because some people they really don't know, and they're joining, but it's not letting them watch the video. Well, it's nothing I'm doing because there's loads of people watching it. So it's something that's your end that I can't do because I can't see it because I run the place. So I just have access to the whole lot. So I really don't know, right? So I'll have to make a video, and then people can comment that can help. But if you want a personal reading, anything like that, all of the links are provided below. If you like the music that I also produce, the last one was I'll Burn For You. Okay, it may have been on the beginning of this, but if you like that, you can also buy that very cheap, or you can just listen to it for free. But it is on here, and it is also on another channel that I run, which is Angel Radio, and it is free music. But if you would like to actually buy it as an MP3, it's £3 to join, and you get everything. And you can join, download it all, then leave if you want, or you can stay on there. It's up to you. I really don't mind, but it is also free. Okay, so that is there, guys. So thanks very much, Libra. We're going to look into a full spread for your year and then clarify them, and it's normally around 3/4 of an hour for the reading. Okay, see what's coming up for your whole year. Okay, Libra, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.